By the end of today's episode, you'll know why being clear on your types is very important if you want to grow a successful acting career. Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book major roles in legit productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today we'll be talking about Mindy Kaling. You're going to learn how she got clear on her type to book her first major role as Kelly Kapoor in The Office, what she did after The Office to keep growing her career even more, and why having non-acting skills can actually help you get more acting opportunities. So, Mindy Kaling actually started out as a writer. She went to Dartmouth, where she honed her writing and performing skills, and she was actively involved in comedy and improv groups. After college, she moved to New York City, where she co-wrote a play called Matt and Ben, which was actually a parody about Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. The play became very popular, and it caught the attention of some major TV producers and other industry professionals, and those connections wound up helping open some doors for her. Eventually, she auditioned for a writing position in the TV show The Office, and because of her background in acting, along with her amazing personality and comedic timing, she was offered a role on the show. And that was her second major career breakthrough after the Matt and Ben show's success. She was able to use The Office to springboard her career to the next level, and she wound up creating her own show where she played the lead, and that show was called The Mindy Project. Now, by most people, her career as it currently stands would be considered a huge success. And she actually kept a lot of it going, unlike many other actors who book their first major breakout role, but then kind of things just don't keep progressing and you don't really hear about them anymore. Mindy Kaling is an excellent example of an actor who created her own success from nothing. And there's a few key takeaways that you should keep in mind from this story. Number one is having skill sets beyond just acting can definitely help you make connections, whether it's writing or producing or directing, even things that aren't directly related to the industry. Those types of skills that are not acting related can actually get you in through a back door to be offered bigger roles in productions. Actually, an actor that I know named Andrew Roth convinced me to offer him the lead role in a feature film that I was doing by helping me produce it. He knew people, he was connected, and he offered to help me find actors and find locations and all of that. And so, I offered him the lead role. He was one of the actors who was interested in it and had auditioned for it. He did a good job, and it just made sense to hire him if he was going to help out in all these other ways. Now, the second key takeaway with Mindy Kaling's story is the idea of what's called standing on the shoulders of giants, if you've ever heard that phrase before. So while creating one's own production is not a new idea for many actors, Mindy was very smart, and rather than trying to create something absolutely brand new, she decided to focus on something that was already popular, namely Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. And this allowed her to get an automatic audience of people who know those names for that show that she co-wrote. This helped that show get very popular significantly faster than it would have otherwise, and it brought tons of new opportunities to her so that eventually, once she had enough fame of her own through her role on The Office, she could create a show specifically about herself, which is The Mindy Project. Now, had she tried to do The Mindy Show first, it's unlikely that anyone would have been interested in it since they didn't know who she was. Now, the third key takeaway is being clear on what you do best. To get back to the beginning of this, we talked about type, right? So in Mindy's case, sharp, quick-witted comedy and humor That got her known. And it can quickly help any actor get known by a larger and larger group of people because you become memorable for something specific. And then you're more likely to get offered specific opportunities down the line. Mindy did not try to play every type of role or write every type of production. She focused specifically on what she did best and what she most enjoyed. That's pretty much it. Thanks for listening. Now, if you want to dive deeper on actor types, I highly recommend checking out my podcast called The Most Common Actor Types, which is episode number 24. I promise you'll learn a ton and you'll have a much better understanding of what type is and how you can use it to your advantage. Again, that's episode number 24, The Most Common Actor Types on the Actor's Career Compass. Thanks so much, and I'll see you